Boys and girls, I'm Jerry Carlson, and I am not any relation to Tucker Carlson, but have you seen one of his most recent videos where he had an FBI whistleblower announce that they knew they were going to try to overthrow the last 2020 election 7 months in advance? Was there actual collusion with the communist Chinese to influence the country through COVID? And that would allow them to scare the hell out of everybody, to allow the complete control of the election through mail-in balloting, which could be corrupted, which we all saw. There's no doubt that congressional testimony and that there was FBI agents in the crowd during January 6th. Over 200 of them confirmed, according to Louisiana congressman who was also on Tucker Carlson's program, who announced that they knew for a fact that 200 FBI agents were hiding in the crowd in January 6th. So was this all pre-calculated to be able to intimidate the American public into being subservient and shutting up everybody who would complain or question the results of the 2020 election through intimidation? I wouldn't be surprised if the DNC was willing to kill thousands upon thousands of American citizens in order to gain their lust for power. I'm just wondering if other people have contemplated this, because during the 1996 election, Bill Clinton actually sold the communist Chinese missile guidance technology for campaign cash to beat Bob Dole in the 1996 election, and nobody even bothers to even mention that anymore. And there was no congressional hearings, nothing about that. So I'm just curious why that would be, that nobody questions the DNC colluding with the communist Chinese, or did they do it also in 2020? Now, the smokescreen was all the Russia crap that the Democrats were promoting, but was that don't look over here because we're doing something bad over here? They are in such lust for power that I would not put it past them. And the fact that Joe Biden got a record number of votes while hiding in his basement, I mean, he got more votes than Obama got, which had much more enthusiastic Democrat vote turnout than they ever did for Biden. And isn't that kind of odd that also in all the precincts that were questionable, they don't want to audit, even though it would prove Trump to be a liar about the invalid votes? I mean, what a greater feather in the cap for anybody who could prove Trump to be a liar, yet they don't even bother to ask about it. They don't want it reported. But I think the Democrat Party saw the people turning against them in the last election, and they knew that they had to come up with millions of fraudulent votes in order to get Trump out of office. And they are so pissed off. Joe Biden is so pissed off at the American people that that's why they are allowing this invasion in our country. They want to create new voters that they can then tap by giving them candy bars, giving them free cell phones, giving them Social Security benefits while there's no money for actual Social Security recipients, people who actually paid into the system because they're milking it dry in order to influence voter turnout in the sanctuary cities and states across the country, that they're giving out driver's licenses for people and then they send them a ballot. even though they're not American citizens. Oregon does that all the time. And in fact, we have friends that live in Kalamazoo, Michigan, who, them and their neighbors, got 3 ballots mailed to them before the 2020 election. 3. They also got 3 ballots in the 2022 election. Why would they do that? Well, probably because the Democrats know that they can prosecute any Republican who fills out more than 1 ballot, but they're in control. So any Democrat who fills out more than 1 ballot, it's a feather in their cap. They're not going to be prosecuted at all. So Republicans, by and large, follow the law, and they would never want to try to influence an election by filling out more than 1 ballot. But Democrats, they don't give a crap because it's all about their lust for power. So if the people voted against Democrats and they are trying to overthrow the next election by this infiltration across America of all these illegal people from all over the world, including tens of thousands of Chinese who have been taught how to poison our water, poison our food supply, disrupt our electrical grid, maybe undermine our dams. They could do any number of things, blow up overpasses on highways, bridges, just create complete mayhem. Is that in order to create martial law? And Joe Biden gets to be the dictator in chief that they keep trying to claim Trump is trying to do? Because after all, Democrats always project onto the other party what exactly they are doing. How many people are actually questioning this in totality? That COVID, the steal of the last election, and this invasion on our country are no coincidence. They are contrived by the Democrat Party in collusion with the FBI and the CIA, and they are absolutely terrified of Trump getting back in power with the Republican Congress and a Republican Senate, and they won't be able to hide all of the data anymore. All of the truth will come out, which will absolutely destroy the Democrat Party, because the world knows Joe Biden didn't win the 2020 election. This was a complete steal. And I would not be surprised if they don't try to off Trump in the coming months. And it is going to be absolute mayhem. And it will be the Democrat Party who will be behind it all. And I just absolutely am certain of it, that they knew that the American public were going to be voting for Trump in 2020. That's why they stole the election. That's why they created the January 6th thing, to intimidate people from being able to talk about it. But the truth is coming out. The facts are coming out. And we need to stand up to them and point out to all of our Democrat pals out there who believe all this crap about Trump that they keep getting on the mainstream media. But, I think a lot of people are waking up to the fact that this is all contrived, and it is just absolutely disgusting that America has become a third world country, and we got to get it turned around. Hey, if you like my message, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks again. Jerry Carlson here. Learn to write. Lessons for Patriots.